Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new episode of Beauty and the Bibliophile. That is always so much to fit in there. But anyway, today we are going to be talking about A Simple Favor by Darcey Bell. Is that right? Yes, by Darcey Bell. I actually listened to this book from Audible. I did not have the actual book in my hand, but it was a really good listen. I really enjoyed it. It was fairly short. It is 8 hours and 55 minutes, and to me that's short, you know, because I mean, I can probably listen to that in like a day and a half. Yeah. So this is what the book looks like, and the actual cover, I don't know if you can probably tell on camera, but it's actually the actresses that will be in the movie. The movie is coming out on September 14th, and I'm super excited. It is starring Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. Love both of those ladies. Anna Kendrick is hilarious. Love her, especially in Picture Perfects, all of them. And Blake Lively is just beautiful, and she's Ryan Reynolds' wife, but yeah, she's just beautiful, beautiful woman. Both very good actresses, and so I cannot wait for the movie to come out. So when I realized it was a book, I got really excited. Instead of going out and get the book, I decided I just wanted to kind of listen to it. The narrators for this book are Andy Arndt, which is a very well-known contemporary romance narrator. She's really good. I really do enjoy her narration. Also read by X.C. Sands and Matthew Watterson. I kind of like when they have the different narrators, just because it kind of breaks it up for you. And all three of these narrators were excellent. So our main character is going to be Stephanie. She is a single mother who writes a blog. And then there is Emily, who she's very intrigued by, and they kind of become best friends, so say. And then there is Emily's husband. What is his name? Tom? No, sorry, his name is Sean. Sorry, I had to go back and listen to it a little bit because I could have sworn his name was Tom for some reason. That's probably in another book I'm reading. I like so many books in my head. So yeah, his name is Sean. So and Stephanie's. So Sean is Emily's husband, and we hear from him. He does a little bit of narration in this book. So again, yeah, we have Emily and Sean, and they have a son, Nicky. And then we have, I wrote some stuff down, Stephanie and Davis, who have their son, Miles. Okay, we'll get more into that. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So let me tell you what I'm doing today. I was actually trying to go to Saturday evening Mass today, but it didn't work out, so I'll have to be going to Mass tomorrow, which is perfectly fine. So now I'm just, I had started, the whole process, and then my mom called, and she's like, we're not going today. So everybody's hanging out at my brother's, so they're kind of waiting on me, so I'll try to make this as quick and, to the point as possible, and as good of a talk about the book for y'all, of course, as well. So anyway, hence why I'm kind of semi-made up. Usually when I do these talks, I'm just kind of throwing on some makeup. But I already have my foundation and everything on, which, y'all, I am loving. I've been wearing this almost every day because I absolutely love it. I've been having this on because I've been doing stuff around the house since my mom called and she's told me, no, we're not going to Mass today. When did I put this on? What time is it now? It's almost 3 o'clock on Saturday today, and I put this on at 1 o'clock. So for 3 hours, I've had this on, and it's flawless. No shine. I just cannot get over this foundation. Well, let me correct myself. I keep calling it a foundation because it works just like a foundation, but it's a CC cream, basically, a color correcting type of foundation. So anyway, moving on. Today, I'm just going to do a simple little look since I'm just walking next door, well, 2 houses down to my other brother's. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Naked palette. This is the Ultimate Naked palette. It has a good amount of good matte neutrals, in my opinion. You have a good neutral gray, of course, a black, and you have this beautiful copper right here. I think I'm going to use that today, and sort of like some maybe little purplish tones and some browns and like highlighting shades and things like that. So really good palette. I really love this palette. Blush, I'm going to be using the Bye Bye Pores by It Cosmetics. Highlighter, It Cosmetics Hello Light. I'm going to keep it simple for my lips. In fact, I'm going to put this on right now. This is my Sarah Happ Lip Slip in the balm form. I'm watching as people like driving to my brother's house. They're having like a fantasy football draft. But yeah, I mean, I never participate. I could really kind of care less about football. I mean, I'll watch it or whatever, but I don't really understand it. I much rather baseball. But anyway, that's what's going on over there. So I'm watching as like cards are pulling up. Let's see. Of course, my MAC Fix Plus, of course, and then my 3 current favorite mascaras: the Benefit Roller Lash, Too Faced Better Than Sex, and Clinique's Bottom Lash. I gotta have 3, y'all. I got to have 3, sometimes 4. It just depends. Alright, so we'll go ahead and jump into everything. Bring in my mirror a little closer. Put my hair up a little bit. Moving on. Okay, so A Simple Favor, as I already said, it comes out September 14th. Cannot wait for it to come out. So it was a very good book. I'm not going to say it was like my favorite psychological thriller, but it was very good. I really liked it. 4 stars for sure. I'll kind of show y'all what shades I'm going in. I'm going into this shade right here. This is called Blow, I think. But yeah, just a really good book. I got a little annoyed at Stephanie. She can be a little bit annoying. She is a single mother. She was married, but her husband Davis passed away in a very strange, well, not a strange way. He got killed in a car accident with her stepbrother. I think I'm gonna go into this nude shade right here. Yeah, so he got in a car accident with her stepbrother, and she kind of lets you know that in the beginning of the book, but she gets more into detail on that later on. So she has a lot of secrets, the Stephanie girl, a lot of sort of little dark secrets, you know, just a good girl gone bad kind of thing, which reminds me, it was very much had a Gone Girl feel. So if you really liked Gone Girl, you're definitely gonna like this. I mean, it definitely wasn't as good, I think, as Gone Girl, but turn my phone on silent. It was very close. And like I said, the only thing for me is that Stephanie got a little annoying because she's a blogger, so she's constantly, pretty much her entries in the story are just her writing her blogs, and which is fine, but I just kind of got a little bored with it. I don't know. But it was okay. That's kind of just how you get her story. Now, of course, she does every now and then just talk on her own, narrates the story on her own, but it's most of the time it's her writing her blog, and she's narrating that, and that's kind of how you get the story, is like through her blog. But other parts that she doesn't want on the blog, of course, she narrates in the story. So basically, in the beginning, Emily goes missing. She seems like one of those just very classy ladies, you know. I think she works in the fashion industry. Yeah, she works in the fashion industry, and so she always is just like dressed to the T and just flawless, you know. Just Stephanie is almost, it seems like, kind of infatuated with her a little bit. And then Stephanie's husband, Emily's husband, Sean, he has his a company. I think he works in some sort of law firm, maybe. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, because it's been quite a while since I listened to this. I'm so bad about that, y'all. I need to get better. Let's see what I want to do. I think I'm going to go into the shade Faith. here. So you kind of get the feeling that, you know, like Stephanie's a little infatuated with Emily, because she's just, you know, just seems like a very infatuating person, just beautiful and smart. But they kind of become friends through their kids' school. So like they're picking up their kids at school one evening, and they just kind of end up like talking and clicking, and that kind of be how their friendship comes together. So it was basically through their kids, and their kids are friends as well. So they start to spend more time with each other, and you know, over a glass of wine. Usually, from what I gather, it's usually at like Emily's house, and supposedly like she has this beautiful home. So they're always there, and with the boys. Sorry, I went into that. It's called Extra Bitter. It's a beautiful copper shade. I rarely ever use it, but I was like, why not? Let's just play with it today. So yeah, so they become good friends, and then Emily turns up missing. So Stephanie puts it out there on her blog that her best friend is missing, and like puts a picture of her on there and everything, and like gives out like her phone number. If you see this girl anywhere, please contact me. It kind of gets to that. A couple blogs later, she's kind of like, okay, it's kind of gotten to the point where we really want to find Emily and all this stuff. So during their search for Emily, Stephanie and Emily's husband, Sean, kind of unite together in like this tragic experience that they're going through. You know, his wife has gone missing and her best friend has gone missing. So they're kind of like bonding through this, but like she tries to contact him like about Emily, and it's very odd the way that, you know, things kind of go about, because it's almost like nobody cares. Like the husband's like, oh, she's just here on a business trip, you know. And then the husband doesn't really know like who she is when she calls, and she's like, this is Stephanie, Emily's best friend. And he's just like, I have no idea who you are, crazy person. So she finds that kind of weird too, and I find that kind of odd as well. But you get more of that, of course, in the further into the book that you get. So, well, Emily turns up dead, and so Sean and Stephanie sort of like grieve together or whatnot, and they become very friendly with each other. So one day, Nikki comes home from school. So Nikki, which is Emily and Sean's son, he's very distraught, poor thing, about his mom being gone. And so he starts acting out a little bit. So Stephanie, I'm getting them so confused. Stephanie tries to like take him under her wing, and he's not having any part of it. So he kind of lashes out at her. So poor little guy, I mean, I can only imagine, you know, thinking that he lost his mom. So I'm sure he's really sad. So of course he's going to lash out. Well, one day he comes home from school and he tells Stephanie, I'm confused, that he saw his mom today. And she's like, you couldn't have, you know, your mom's no longer here, you know, she's in heaven or whatever. He's like, no, I talked to mom today, and she told me everything's gonna be okay. And so Stephanie's just kind of like, what is going on? Well, you know, things start to happen. She starts to get phone calls, and you know, the son keeps coming home and being like, hey, I talked to mom today. So with that said, that's what I'm saying. It turns into very much like a Gone Girl. So take that as you want, if anybody has read or even seen the movie. But not quite as psychopath, I guess. The chick in Gone Girl was a complete psychopath. So it's not that bad. But there are some, some very familiar traits from this book to Gone Girl, kind of like the same idea kind of thing, but yet different. So I don't want you to think you kind of going into the same kind of thing when if you want to read this book or even go see the movie. I think the movie is going to be probably better than the book, because I found that the book, like I said, Stephanie kind of annoyed me a little bit. I don't know if she's going to annoy me as much in the movie. Maybe not. Maybe Anna Kendrick's character will be annoying to me. We shall see. But I kind of wanted to wait. That's why I waited so long. I kind of wanted to wait to see the movie and talk about it with y'all before I talked about just the book. But so I can kind of like maybe tell you what points maybe were in the book and not in the movie, maybe, kind of thing. But I decided to just go ahead and talk about it because that way I can let y'all know that, hey, it's going to be out in the movie. So if you want to quickly listen to the audio book, this is a great time to get it, because it's only 8 hours and 55 minutes. And the movie will be coming out. So today is the 1st. So in a couple weeks. So you got plenty of time to listen, or maybe even read if you want to go grab it. But yeah, I do recommend it. It was a very fun read. The only thing I didn't really like, as well as like Stephanie kind of annoying me, was the ending. The ending, it just kind of like ended. Like everybody just kind of went do their own thing, It just kind of ended. I didn't feel like I got any closure, I guess. I don't want to say, I feel like I say this every video I talk about a book. I don't want to say too much in case you want to read, listen, go see it at the movie. Well, of course, if you go see it at the movies, if you've already read or listened to it, you're going to know. But a lot of movies can be different from the actual book. So I'm anxious to see. It doesn't, from the previews, it doesn't look like it's going to be much different. I'm just really excited to see everything in action. I love books that go to movies so I can kind of just see how my characters play out, So yeah, I guess that's really about it. I mean, that's kind of just about the gist of what, it's about. So like, Emily goes missing, but yet does she? And, why did it get to that? Why did she go missing? And so you get that, of course, in the book. All of the secrets are told in time, and Stephanie has her own dark little secrets, which is very interesting and just kind of like wow. It's always the quiet ones, because she seems like a very like prim and proper type of woman. She's got her little blog, and she's a single mother, and she's got like everything just like perfectly laid out and ready. Very organized type of mom. And then you have Emily, who's just kind of all over the place and a businesswoman, and always just having Stephanie pick up her kid. Well, and that's the kind of thing in the movie. It is one day Emily asks Stephanie for a simple favor. So the simple favor turns into like this big thing where Emily goes missing, and then everything starts to kind of happen from there. And the simple favor is just to pick up, it's to pick up Nikki from school, but to keep him a little while she has this business thing that's going on. Well, she ends up never come and get him. And what I find that weird is like, okay, so like Stephanie doesn't really, it's almost like she's not really she's worried, but not really that much worried in the beginning. She's just kind of like, well, maybe she told me that he was going to stay overnight. I don't really remember what she told me, kind of thing. So we'll just go with that. She probably just told me that Nikki needed to stay overnight. Well, when overnight turns into a couple days, she's like, okay. And I think like she calls Emily's work, and they're like, yes, Emily's in a meeting. she can't come to the phone right now, which I was like, that's weird. And then, because I remember distinctly her saying, I'll pick him up later tonight. So to me, because, you know, Stephanie's like second guessing herself, and I'm like, no. She said she was coming to get him tonight. So yeah, so that then kind of turned into a couple days, and then that's when she's kind of like, well, I guess maybe I should start looking into this. Like, where is my best friend? So she contacts her work, and then she finally contacts, no, I think she contacts the house cleaner first, or the nanny or something. I'm not, it's the house cleaner, or maybe the nanny, or maybe both, I'm not sure. But the house cleaner's like, no, Miss Emily had to go on a trip or whatever. And so now she's like, okay, well, did she ask me like to keep him for the week or something, or for the weekend? I don't remember like what exactly time frame it was. So yeah, so then after that, after even not hearing from Emily, and I think she even tries to call her cell phone, and she contacts Sean, the husband, and he kind of blows it off a little bit, and like she's like, yeah, well, Emily gets like this when she goes out of town for business. I don't hear from her for a couple of days. And so anyway, and Stephanie's just kind of like, well, I mean, she asked me just to keep Nikki just until she came home, and that was like days ago or whatever. So yeah, so then it kind of starts the whole thing of looking for Emily and then finding her dead body. And so yeah, so they find a body, and they like, but I don't know if like the bodies, like, they couldn't like trace DNA maybe, or maybe they did, because there's a little twist on that. But I think the way they figured it was her is because she has like a distinct wedding ring. And there's a little story behind the wedding ring as well. When you get to know Emily's character a little bit better, you're like, wow, I would never do something like that. Yeah, so there's a good little twist on Emily's body and how it's found, and all that good stuff, which I was completely shocked about. Oh, I'm using this as a NYX lip liner. These are so good, and they're super cheap. But this is the one in Natural. Such good lip liners. I think I have it in Nude as well. But I'm just going to kind of color in my lips with that a little bit and call it a day. But yeah, definitely check out this movie, if anything. If you don't want to read the book or listen to the audio, I think you should definitely listen to the audio. Because I think you get a better feel of the characters, especially like when a movie's coming out. So I just can't wait to see how the characters, like, you know, pan out on screen in front of me. I can't wait to see how that goes. And we'll definitely talk about it when it comes out. I want a little bit above and beyond my lip line. It's hard to talk doing lip liner. And I have such a weird, like, I truly have like a heart shape up here. It's like it really, so I try to kind of like even it out a little bit. And sometimes it can get messy, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna color that in. But yeah, it was a really fun listen. I enjoyed every minute of it, because I was trying to kind of figure out like what happened to her in the beginning. And like, is she really missing? Or is this all a big setup? And why is it a setup? What was the point of the setup? So yeah, there's a lot of story in here that I'm not going to tell you today. But definitely check it out. Check out the book, the audio book, or wait and go see the movie. It was really good. It was a really good listen. My little notepad, I keep my little notes on. I'm trying to take notes when I read or listen, so I'll know what's going on, but I did not write down anybody's names except for like Emily and Stephanie. I forgot about the kids and the husband. I forgot his name. I don't know why I want to call him Tom. Who's Tom that I'm reading now? I'm not sure. But yes, I got a couple books going on right now. I'm still reading Sleep Like a Baby, and I kind of stopped The Chemist. I'm about halfway through in The Chemist, and that's like a huge book. So I'll probably get back into that once I finish Sleep Like a Baby. I'm almost done with Sleep Like a Baby. It's been a really cute little cozy mystery. I've been really kind of enjoying it. Sorry, I don't know why I was like flapping that around while I was talking to y'all. Alright, y'all, so yeah, I'm gonna go, I guess, walk to my brother's house and see what everybody's up to. I could really care less about the foosball. But I highly recommend this read or listen. I definitely recommend the listen. Every time I listen to a book, I'm gonna recommend you listen to it as well, because I think I actually rather listen to a book. As much as I love having a book in my hand, I really love listening to a book. Your first book on Audible is free. If you're not signed up with Audible, you definitely get like a free listen. I still recommend The Woman in the Window, because you get like a super long book for your free read. And yeah, The Woman in the Window is still my absolute favorite psychological thriller. But this one was really good as well. Like I said, it's kind of got a little Gone Girl feel to it, but not as like psychopath as Gone Girl, because that chick was crazy. But yeah, definitely a very interesting listen. I really enjoyed the characters. Like I said, Stephanie she got on my nerves a little bit, but she's who you get your story from, so you kind of have to like just hang in there and listen to her rant to all her bloggers out there, or all her readers, I guess I should say. But yeah, that is it, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I will link everything that I used. Of course, a very simple little look today. I'm really digging that what's it called? Bitter? Something bitter? Extra bitter. I'm really digging that. It kind of like makes my eyes pop a little bit. I really like that. So yeah, it's just a fun little look we did today. Fun little talk about this book, A Simple Favor. Let me know if you check it out. Go to the movies. I'll definitely keep y'all posted about the movie, because I am definitely going. Hope y'all have been having a great weekend. This may not go up until tomorrow, which will be Sunday. And then of course I'll have a beauty video up sometime during the week for y'all. And then of course another book talk. So I hope y'all enjoyed this book talk today. And I hope y'all are having a great weekend. Have a great Labor Day, everyone. And I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye. Oh, don't forget to go follow me on Goodreads. I try to do art reviews over there. I need to go review this book, because I have yet. Or maybe I did. Maybe I already did. I think I already did. I'm not sure. I'll have to go check. But definitely follow me on my Goodreads and Instagram. All that will be down below. Mostly on Instagram all the time. Okay, I'm really going now. Bye, y'all.